What's the most surprising thing a friend ever confessed to you? My friend Sarah and I have been inseparable since college. We've seen each other through bad dates, job losses, and terrible haircuts. She's always been my go-to for advice, and I hers. Recently, she was having a tough time with her boyfriend, Mark. He was being flaky, and she was feeling neglected. I spent weeks listening to her vent, offering brotherly advice, telling her she deserved better. I even helped her craft text to articulate her feelings. One evening, after a particularly long call where she cried about Mark, she asked if I could come over. I thought she just needed a shoulder. When I got there, she was surprisingly calm. She made us tea. We sat on her couch, and she looked at me with an expression I could not quite place. She then confessed that she broke up with Mark, which was good. But then she added, "And I realized something profound while talking about all this with you." My heart pounded a little, thinking, oh no, is she going to say she is in love with me? It was a classic movie trope, but after all these years, it felt possible. Instead, she leaned in, a serious look on her face, and said, "I realized you are exactly the kind of friend I need. You are always there. You listen. You give great advice. You are like a professional confidant. I think you should start a business, Jordan. A friend for hire service for people who need solid, non-romantic support. You could make a killing." I stared at her dumbfounded. All that emotional buildup, all my internal panic about a potential romantic confession, and she was pitching a business idea based on my perceived emotional labor. It was so Sarah. Practical, unexpected, and completely oblivious to the romantic tension I had just projected onto the situation. We laughed about it later, but for a moment I just sat there, holding my lukewarm tea, wondering if I really could make a living as a professional friend.